Cerebral palsy is a group of disorders that affect a person's ability to move and maintain balance and posture. CP is the most common motor disability in children. During this unit of your science classes, you will be designing and developing therapy toys for children who suffer from CP. Be sure to follow the design process that you have learned, because you will be presenting your finished prototypes to your class. You will have the opportunity to show off your design and modeling skills, receive feedback on your toy, and possibly even get it used to help students suffering from cerebral palsy. Our winning group's presentations to the Sharks will also be recorded and shared with our entire student body. It's time to bring your A game, Tigers. Welcome to Shark Tank Carthage.
Welcome to the second annual Carthage Intermediate Center Shark Tank. I'm your host, Christian O'Neill, head custodian extraordinaire. This is the only place where bright young minds can come together to create toys specifically directed towards children afflicted with CP. This first group of young engineers has combined a love for animals and a love for trivia into a toy called Animal Trivia. Please welcome Rosalind, Chloe, Michaela, and Zueli from Pod 5.
Hello. Over the past week, we've been designing a therapeutic toy for our client Lily, who has dyskinetic cerebral palsy.
Our 10-year-old client Lily, her type of cerebral palsy affects her arms, legs, hands, and she loves animals, trivia games, and the color pink.
Right now we are focusing on the upper body, so if our toy is successful, we will focus on the lower. Our toy is a two-person game that can also be played alone, and there's a clue on each cup. And there's an animal underneath, and you have to read the clue and guess the animal.
Whoever has the most tokens at the end of the game wins. This is just a therapeutic toy, so in the real version there would be more clues.
Right now, for the cups, there's stick handles, so it would be easier to grab. And then on these two, these are more challenging for the client.
It helps her because it would help her with her hands to grasp the cups and with the more difficult ones, and it would help her think more.
Our toy is universally designed because whenever you buy it, you get to pick the color and customize it with a name or phrase.
We had two problems along the way. We had to replace our handle because the old one we had difficulties with, and we had trouble deciding on which solution to go with between Zueli and Chloe.
I hope you guys like our idea, and thank you.
Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1, and this next group of entrepreneurs capitalized on the many sounds of the world with their toy Soundbox. Please welcome Dylan, Colt, Alondra, and Stephanie from Pod 6. Come on down.
So over the past couple weeks, we have been given the challenge of creating a new, creative, and universal toy for our child that helps with the skill. Our child was Annalise. She's 12 years old and she suffers from non-spastic CP, and it's dystonic, which affects the trunk muscles.
We needed a toy that would entertain Annalise, but at the same time help her with her CP, so we created Soundbox.
We chose to go with this prototype toy because it helped her in the most ways possible, and anyone who liked music could do it. It will be enjoyable for Annalise to stick to her love of music. And it also helps with her skills because she needs to exercise her trunk muscles. So like with the ring, she has side-to-side movement, and the ping pong ball drop, she has to stand up, and then we added the drums just because she enjoys music and she actually plays the drums, so it'd be enjoyable for her to use.
We think that this toy would most benefit Annalise in therapy because it's something that entertains her while at the same time it helps her with her CP. So,
See it.
For side-to-side movement, we added the ring, which she she can just like cross her body, and, like transfer it back and forth. And for her up and down, there's ping pong balls where you put the ball in. And for love of music, we added drums, so like. And then we have like there's like felt in the back. There's felt in the back that like makes a different sound, like. And so she can kind of like make her own music. Some of the changes we made is for the ping pong ball drop, we had to add an edge because it would just come, the ball would just go out of the toy if it didn't have an edge. When it would drop down here, it would like get stuck back there, so like she wouldn't be able to get it easily. So we added a ramp where the ping pong ball just comes down there for easy reach.
We were also going to add paper right here, but we found out that if you put 2 paper plates on top of each other, it'll make a deeper sound or a lower sound. So we added 2 plates right here and 1 plate right here, and the same on the other side.
So then there'll be different noises that she could play, like a drum set, which has different noises. We had to use a lot of cardboard, and it was hard to find some that would actually make this toy, but luckily we found some. Any questions?
We've had sounds and we've had animals. What does that leave? That's right, shapes. Chloe, Kate, Kinsey, and Carla from Pod 7 are coming down to tell you all about it.
Hi, I'm Chloe. This is Kate, Carla, and Kinsey. These are my business partners for our toy, Box of Shapes.
The problem that we were challenged to solve was to build a multifunctional toy to help strengthen a child with CP's growth and motor skills, and help strengthen the muscles in his phalanges and his forearm.
First we made a multi-piece sketch on paper.
And then we ran the model and 3D on SketchUp.
Now, this toy might seem very simple to you and I, but it's actually a very difficult task for our client to achieve. Our client's name is Rudy. He is 9. He got diagnosed with spastic cerebral palsy at age 8. So as you can tell, these are the early stages of his cerebral palsy journey. But this toy that we have created has longevity, therefore it will grow with him throughout his cerebral palsy journey. And the toys that we created were created out of styrofoam and cardboard. But these are very lightweight, and it's going to be kind of easy for Rudy to grasp, reach, and drop the toy. So we have added magnets to put inside of our toys, therefore it adds weight. So I'm going to let you feel it with and without.
This is one power.
And these magnets come with the toy, therefore it's easy to add with and without. And also, not only does this strengthen his motor skills, but it strengthens his muscles and gives him muscle memory to grasp, reach, and drop. And we've also incorporated something where if you were to do it from each side, it could give you the side-to-side motion and drop it in there. But this is useful with friends, without friends, and with his therapist. This is also a universal toy design that is gender neutral and open to all kids with cerebral palsy and kids without cerebral palsy. Do you have any questions?
Live, laugh, love, and temper tantrums? One of these doesn't fit, and the 4 students from Pod 8 decided to take care of that for you. Zoe, Phoenix, Susie, and Claire, come down and tell us about your toy and no tantrum.
Hello, I'm Susie. This is Zoe. and Claire.
Our client has a ataxic CP, and
It affects his fine motor skills and his hand and eye coordination.
For this, we kind of had a few ideas along the way. We were gonna do like a cylinder with different shapes and stuff you can play with, but a cylinder doesn't really work well with cardboard. So we decided just to go with a triangle. And for that, we made a lot of changes. And Susie?
So, as he said, we were gonna make a cylinder, but it didn't work out because like it kept doing like a box shape thing. So we just decided to do a lot of mix-ups.
Susie, would you like to tell them who our client is and what he likes?
Our client is Iman, and he likes superheroes, and his favorite superhero is Spider-Man.
For each toy, Claire will explain that, what it does and how it works.
Okay, so we decided, well, we had multiple ideas at the beginning, so we couldn't really decide which one we wanted to do. So we just kind of combined them all. First of all, we were going to do, like he said, the cylinder, and then we decided, okay, we can do like a big marble track. Well, we ended up not being able to stick the cylinders together, and it was just a mess. So we ended up just making a smaller thing, and then we have different toys on here. Instead of one, it can be many, and like our name, it says toy no tantrum. It means that multiple people can play with this toy. So we have multiple toys just attached to it. Like this one is one that you have to try and get the ball in it to help his hand and eye coordination. I think it's really fun to do. And then this one, you want to show them what this does, Phoenix?
Yes, and we have two of these. One, these have marbles in them, and those have little beads. They make different sounds, and you can shake them different ways. And we have a lot of stuff Velcroed for pulling and pushing motions. We made the roof, things like that. And for this is an example of like maybe we're gonna sell it online, not in stores, because there's so many toys on it. And for this, like, we're showing what, like, if you
wanted to buy the girly side, you could get all the glitter and pink and stuff. But you could buy also less glitter, but you could pick what either color you wanted to.
And for this, we also made the triangle be able to open inside, because there's different things you can play with and do.
There's different just things you can mess with and fidget with, because we were leaning towards something kind of like a fidget cube, but we knew that was already made, so we wanted something unique. So we have all these random little things that you can play with and touch and pull on, and there's a bunch of different textures you can touch, and I think it's really fun.
And the main idea we had for this was Zoe's idea. Zoe thought of a box with a hand you can feel stuff. We went towards that, but we also went with all of our ideas. For that, my idea was a marble track. We couldn't fit that around because it might break and do stuff like that, so we decided to do a smaller one. And we made textures inside it and like that, so we tried our best to make it good and unique.
Susie, you want to explain how the marble tube works?
So you pick up your marble and you like put it through the tube, and it comes right back to you.
This will help him with his grasp on little things so he can grab them and touch them and see what they feel like. And then they'll come right back so he can reach in and grab another one.
Another thing is we added a bunch of textures, as you can see. These are different felt sheets, and this is a little bit a harder texture for enjoyment and stuff like that. We wanted to make it fun, but also training muscles and helping them at the same time.
Well, the thing is, we wanted something that could be used by anybody, not just CP patients. So we thought that we would make it fun for anybody, but also that it leans toward training CP patients in a fun way.
Now,
I'm going to give some feedback for Pod 5. We like the setup as far as that you remove the cup and then you reveal what's underneath, but we thought as far as the design goes, that maybe securing the stick to the cup itself instead of to the note card would help the design just a little bit. I noticed when I picked mine up that the note card kind of moves with it as well. And then I thought if you actually attached the stick to the cup and slid the note card down on top, that maybe that would allow for some additional customization, that somebody could buy not only the animal trivia, but maybe also some geography trivia as well, and change those out instead of it being so set on what the one topic was. We love the carrying handle as well. We thought that would be great for transportation. Great job.
Sound box. Okay. We thought we really liked your creativity and your music type that you had here. My only con would be that it's too big. If you guys could possibly make it a little smaller, then that would be a plus.
And then I had 7. Is that you guys? Okay. Con. Fear that it's been used before. You know, the shapes stuff that kids have those at home.
Yeah.
But I did love, for one, your nice clear voice when you were speaking to us. It was great. I understood exactly what the product was and what to do with it. And it's portable.
Yeah.
I do like that it's portable. And I know what you guys are going with the magnets. Good concept, adding the weight. Overall, it's a great job. Very proud of you guys, all you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Awesome.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, so I thought out of all of them that yours was probably the best suited to a large age group. I would take this home and play with it right now, especially if it had something that made noise, like a bell, or we thought maybe modify the marble track so when the marbles fell it rolled across a xylophone or something along those lines. I like that it's small. I think the colors are a bit wild. You need a little bit more of a cohesive scheme, and it's a little hard to understand what to do with some of it to begin with. But overall, this is this way that I wanted to play with the most. You did a good job.
All right. I will say it was very hard for us to make a decision. We went through all of your papers, everything that we had written down. You all did a great job presenting your work. We could tell that you put a lot of thought into it, and so we appreciated that from all groups.
Some of you are public speakers.
Yes.
In training right now.
Although I think you're all winners. Dr. Ragsdale said we can only have one winner. So if you're upset, it's his fault. Mr. Mandarino, can you give me a drum roll, please? Yeah, there we see. The winner is Pod 6 with Soundbox.